Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to try something a little bit different. So this is a car that we got in on our used lot. This is a 2013 Scion FR-S. So I've always really liked the way these cars looked, and I've always wondered how they drove. But thankfully today I get to find out. And this one has 100,000 miles on it, so I'm going to see how it's kind of weared. You can see we got some bumper action going on there. I don't know what's going on with that, but it is a little bit beat up, at least in my opinion. Some people might think that, actually let's go on the other side, sun glare is less bad. There we go. So we're gonna see how this car is held up over the past, what, 8 years? Oh wow, that's 2013 was 8 years ago. Wow, okay. I'm not sure what kind of trim level this is. I'll have to look it up because I'm not super familiar with these, but I know that there's a Scion FR-S and the Subaru BRZ. Looking at the exhaust tips, it looks like that one might be more clean than that one, or I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, let's looks like they went through some paint or something. But cars in Vegas, okay, big sun glare. Cars in Vegas look kind of crusty after like 5 to 8 years because the sun just damages these poor cars so badly if they're not garage kept and washed and waxed and all that. So, but anyway, let's hop inside here. It doesn't have smart key or anything. I don't expect it to. It's kind of old. So one thing I noticed, and I don't know if it's because this one is, like I said, is 8 years old, but the door won't stay in one position. Yeah, see, it keeps closing on me. So every time I try to get out, it's always closing on my legs. But anyway, looks like this held up pretty good right here. This held up pretty good. It doesn't show too many signs of wear. Right here looks like that's where the owner was holding their hand, and you can see it looks a little bit shiny, a little bit crusty. Door sill got the cool little brushed aluminum or whatever that is right there. FR-S floor mats, and I really like those bright pedals down there. That's really cool. Trunk release. There's your gauge dimmer. Looks like there's some other stuff right there for your odometer and then to change your display and all that good stuff. The seats, though, I'm really impressed with how the seats held up. The seats look really nice. There is a little bit of wear right here, obviously, because getting in and out, but the seats held up really nicely, actually. So I'm really surprised about that. Then you do have power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all that good stuff. There's a door closing on me. Before we get too in depth with the interior, let's open up this hood and trunk and see what's going on with those. We'll do the trunk first. And this color is a metallic, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty nice. It says Scion right here. Let's lift this up. Okay, so that's big small. But to be honest, it's a sports car. It's a very small sports car, so that's perfectly fine. So you can fit like maybe, a couple suitcases in there. So that's pretty cool. Let's go check out the hood. Or I should say underneath the hood. All right, so it does have a prop rod, but it does have a little hood liner right there. Our detail guys obviously cleaned up the hood, so it looks really clean under here. There's your boxer 4-cylinder engine. I'll put the power numbers on the screen. And I know this engine gets a bad reputation for being, or I should say not the engine, the car gets a bad reputation for being slow. But we're going to test that out later because since it is a used car, I don't have to be so scared to rev it up because I don't want people to get mad in the comments if I rev up a new car. All right, let's go ahead and hop on inside. Okay, so I'm 6'5". Obviously, it's a little bit tight for me, but I have the seat all the way down, all the way back, and I can actually fit okay. And usually the problem for me is not necessarily the legroom, is the headroom, and I can actually fit fine with this headroom. Black headliner, no sunroof, which is good. I don't like sunroofs. Not an auto-dimming rearview mirror, but that's that. You got a little light right here, which I remember this car was kind of wonky with the light. Like, it didn't, stay on right. But that's okay. Oh, I just realized the sun visor isn't even here. This one seems to have seen better days. But at least this is a good example of what it would look like if someone doesn't take very, very good care of it. So this is all, it's worn off. There you go. And parking brake is a little bit worn. Shift boot has a bunch of rips and tears in it. There's your traction control. There's your sport mode, or I think that's for put the traction control in sport, something like that. Cup holders. Can you move this? Oh, yep, you can. That's cool. You can take that out if you want. No center console. Not going to check out the back seat because there's nothing to see back there. It's way too tight. Passenger seat is in perfect condition, so that's pretty cool for being 100,000 miles. And just to show you guys the 100,000 miles, let's go ahead and start it up here. 100,458. And I'll drive around a little bit, make sure it's warm before I do my polls. But so it looks like we got a 1990s stereo right here. That's I mean, it's 2013, but that looks even old for 2013, at least in my opinion. Got a little clock down here. That's cool. I like that. Hazards. There's your climate controls. And then this one does make a sound when you turn on the climate control. Again, I don't know what that's about, but leather wrapped steering wheel has red stitching on it. I really like that. Feels pretty good. It's kind of hard. I kind of like when the steering wheel has a little bit of softness to it, but you know, that's fine. Lighting controls, there is no automatic lighting, and then there's for your windshield wipers over there. Oh, yeah, there you go. Gauges, I'm sure everyone probably knows what they look like by now, but I think it's a cool gauge setup. You know, it's old school, but you know, it's fine. Let's go ahead and check out the glove box, see if there's any room in there. Oh, that's pretty decent. You also have your little USB and aux jack over here, if I know how to open this thing. There we go. That's nice. And a 12 volt. Over there, little cup holder. But let's get to driving this thing because I'm curious to see how it drives. Although this one might not drive as nice as a brand new one, but we'll see. All right, folks, enough dilly-dallying. Let's take this Scion FR-S for a spin here. Okay, so one thing I noticed about Subarus, okay, so it's kind of hard to hold the camera and shift at the same time, but one thing I noticed about Subarus is that they're very mechanical feeling. Like we had a WRX on the lot the other day that I probably should have did a review on that. It was actually a pretty nice one. But they're very mechanical feeling. So when you're driving it around, like you do need to know how to make it smooth, but it's very, okay, we got to shift now. Here we go. Go into first. There we go. Second. Here we go. Yeah, you just got to get the hang of it. But this car, the ride quality obviously isn't that great, but it feels fine because since it is a sports car, it's no problem at all. Got people flying in here. Okay, so I might need to focus for this. I might need to put the camera down. Okay, no one coming. Another thing I noticed is that you do have to kind of rev it up a little bit higher to get going. I don't know if it's just because that's just the way the car is, but I really need to invest in a GoPro head strap POV so I can do more POV stuff. But yeah, it gets, you know, it's pretty smooth once you get going. It's really fun to drive. I mean, I can see why people love these things, and it feels like it's on rails. Like, just look at this. Well, you guys probably can't tell through the camera, but it is a fun to drive car. Has your little speed right there in the middle. That's cool. It is really fun driving manuals. Like, I always advocate for automatics, like in the Mustang GTs and stuff. But the manual is fun, I will admit. It is a little bit more difficult doing my filming with a manual, but we'll just stay through first gear through this parking lot then. See how the ride quality is in this bump. Again, like I said, a little bit harsh, but that's okay. But when we get on our way back here, we're gonna do a little acceleration and see if the the FR-S is as slow as people think it is. Or people make it out to be, I should say. I'm really glad this one's a manual. That's so much more fun. Because the auto in these are not the greatest automatic. As far as performance is concerned, I don't know about reliability. It's probably fine. We'll wait till we get on a straight road because I can't really hold onto the steering wheel. Let's see. Okay. Got a little something. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay. All right, we're on a straight road. Floor. Here we go. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's really fun. Turn the corner here, see how it handles. Yeah, very good. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is a fun little car. I mean, so when you read, or I should say when you watch reviews of this car, they like to roast the speed, but it's not that bad actually. Obviously it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's not bad. It's definitely quick enough when you like really get in the RPMs. And that's kind of like the fun to this car is getting up in those RPMs like that. So yeah, I like it. I mean, this one seems to have not been very well taken care of because it's kind of beat up, but I do like the way it drives, so I wouldn't mind like having this as like a little runaround car for fun. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my little review of this 100,000 mile FR-S. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram, link in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one.